these jazz hands.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Are we going to give it a second for people to jump on?
Sure.
I guess so. Okay. Awesome. I've got it. I see Melina's joined us.
Yes,
Hi, everyone. We've got some friends joining us. If you guys that are coming on live in the event, if you can give us all a thumbs up, some hearts or likes that you can see and hear, that would be awesome. Yes. Just so we know that all of the lovely electronics and technologies running smoothly. So that would be fun. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. And welcome, everyone, so that we kind of stay on task and on time. Welcome to your July Jumpstart training with, I am Lori Sharkey. Right down here, that's Melina. Yeah.
I'm just kidding, it is.
Yeah. Over there in the bottom, what is that, your left, is Heather. And to my left on the screen is Danielle. And welcome.
Sorry, I'm not below you on my view.
No, you are below me on my screen and on Facebook. We definitely are not private in the event. We are definitely on my Facebook page somehow.
Yes, this is a public event. So
Okay.
the world could come and see. So.
Okay, perfect. That's fine then. We're going to just go with it. So we are going to kick off July with our Happy New Year because in the Pink Zebra world, it is our new year. So we are getting ready to give you guys some tips and tricks to get your year started right. I'm going to pass over the microphone somehow down to Melina, and she's going to talk about goal buckets and getting ready with vision boards along with Danielle. Then we are going to talk about some calendar changeover ideas and how to plan and track your year to get started with some theme days and making sure you're open for business. And finally, we're going to challenge you all at the end of this to get ready to rock the season coming up. So with that, Melina, you're up.
I'm ready to grab the microphone.
Ready? Wait. Ready? Here it comes. There we go.
Okay, so Danielle and I are going to talk a little bit about goals, and I wanted to show you guys my goal bucket. I actually, you can't see me. Isn't that sad if you can't see me? So I just took a carton and I took some clothespins, which I think everyone knows what those are, right? Even if you didn't have to dry your clothes on a clothesline. And I wrote all my goals on pink colored paper, attached them to the clothespin, and this is my visual that these are all goals for the 2018-2019 year, so the year that just started yesterday. And as I complete the goal, I will drop it in the bucket. So this is just my visual way to kind of see how I'm doing with my goals, be reminded of my goals. It's really important that I see them, you know, on a constant basis so that I don't forget what I'm working towards. And it just worked out so great that I had an empty carton that I could use. I love it. Yeah, so just really simple. But, you know, I think a lot of us are visual people like that. We need to see our goals. And this was a really cool idea I found on YouTube. You guys, I love YouTube. I'm sure that's not a shock to anyone. So I watched a lot of videos on there, and I saw this from another direct sales company. I was like, yep, doing it. Doing it. And so now I've got all my goals. So I'll just tell y'all. I know y'all want to know. I am working towards my very first sponsoring consistency award. I am going to help one team member promote to senior manager. I'm going to get my 5th sales consistency award. Yay. Like, I truly don't, I should know how many, but numbers are hard for me. I will have a $3,000 a month. I had my very first one last year, and I want to do it again. I'm itching to do it again. I'm working on promoting to executive manager. And I really want to earn that stinking incentive trip for 2, because it's not fun paying for your spouse to go. And then I will also be working to help 2 team members promote to manager. I think, yep, I got all my goals. So yeah, so this bucket will sit, I don't know, maybe on my bookshelf, maybe on my desk. I haven't found like the perfect home for it just yet, but somewhere where I can see it often. Yay!
Very good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna go diagonal.
Yep.
And pass the mic to Danielle.
Other way.
Okay, hi guys. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about vision boards, and I am a true believer of vision boards. My whole family actually has one, including my 3-year-old daughter. And people are like, okay, that sounds really weird, but I truly believe that a vision board is something that you should have. Again, how Melina said about, you need to physically see it. This is something that you can also work towards. So I'm going to show you quickly my vision board. Alrighty, and I have this in my room, so I see this every single day. And it includes this now needs a little updated because I already earned the incentive trip over here. But I'm gonna, once we get the new incentive trip in a month, I'm gonna post the picture of it right there. I have. My goals is obviously to get to director. I have a picture of the pink carpet they roll out for director, a little crown. I am really big about those little awards, and I don't know if those little ribbons they give you. So I always have my little ribbons. I want my 3 little ribbons each month. That's one of my visions, one of my goals I have. But then I crossed out my current title and wrote director again to visualize that. And then just some little quotes as well. I do have, like, when I went for my team consistency, like team volume, my order, like my own personal volume, my personal sponsoring goal on there. Obviously, a picture of the boots and the crown. Again, some additional quotes, shared like in different things. Obviously, for me, my family's always going to be first. That's the half the reason I do this business is to have my family. And one of my big goals is I want to earn this Disney Vacation Club. So I have a picture of the castle on it, but I also am planning on taking my daughter for her 4th birthday or the Christmas after she turns 4 to Disney. So that's also on my vision board, and that's my daughter, obviously, who's my little girl boss. She controls what I do. She makes all my decisions. So I had a little bit of a vision board. I want to show you this one little thing down here, and that's a hedgehog. So in the state of Pennsylvania, they used to be legal, but now they're illegal, and they're actually currently working on a law to make them legal again. So I put that on my vision board because as soon as I can, I want a hedgehog. It does have to be pink zebra related. So your goals don't have to necessarily be pink zebra related, but you also have to realize that some of your goals go toward that. I need to, for me to get Disney Vacation Club, I need at least a director pay, if not higher. Realistically in my mind, because I have my full-time job. So it's kind of, they all intertwine. Buying a new car is something that I would utilize my pink zebra paycheck on. So your goals eventually all intertwine with each other, and that's huge. It's having, again, this visualization is big. And I will show you, I also keep a mini vision board in my planner too. And again, it's kind of just like some of the things, like I want to walk the pink carpet. Again, some of my goals, like with pink zebra, they're all along on there as well. Again, there's the trip, there's my family, just some motivational quotes. But I do have a lot of things that sit there and say, like, okay, I want my group sales volume to hit at least 60K. That's one of my goals. So that's just on that list right there. And I have a goal of a minimum of like 1,500 sales a month. I know I don't always hit that, but I want to make sure that at the end of the year, it averages out to that. So that's always on my goals list too. So that's a little bit about your goals and having a vision board. Melina and I are both also going to talk to you a little bit about SMART goals. I'll let Melina start because I don't know how to spell.
You almost spell.
I don't know how to spell.
Oh, you don't know how to spell. Oh, I thought you, well, I would have believed it if you said you almost spell. Okay, so SMART is an acronym, and so the first letter of SMART is S, and that stands for specific. So my goals are pretty specific. None of them are like do more or do better or anything big like that. Like sales consistency award, that's a specific goal because it's $12,000 in sales volume for the year. So I know exactly what it takes to achieve that goal. And I will let Danielle tell you about the next letter.
I was saying something. Okay, so M is measurable. And measurable, you know, you want to make sure there's a metric to it. You can't sit there and say, I want to make $5,000 a month and not have a metric to go along with it. Like you don't have a team or your own personal sales or anything along those lines. Remember, about a $400 party gets you about a $100 paycheck, you know, in your commission. So just make sure that you're keeping that on track. Now, one thing I always tell people for measurable, and I'm going to show you again on my planner because I am a planner freak, is to actually to map out what you want to do each month on those measurable goals. So I'm going to show you February. I had a bookmark and of course it didn't go. So in my February, I have a couple different things that are measurable. Some things I want to always try to do is have bookings. I always want to try to do physical activity. And I also want to try to pass out samples. So I track that each day on my planner. But also, if you look, I have, again, those goals of sales volume. I keep the track of those. I measure how many recruits I get. And when we were in the incentive period for the $300 parties, I was measuring those as well. So you always want to keep something that is keeping track, making sure you measure it properly. And it's realistic when you're measuring it because, again, if you're telling me you want to make $5,000 a month, if you're not doing the steps to also get there, you're not going to hit that. Okay, back to you.
Back to me. That was a lot of words. A lot of words. Okay, so the next letter in SMART is A, which is achievable. So that just means that, you know, you're not at the consultant or executive consultant level right now saying, I'm going to promote to presidential director this year. Not to say it can't happen, because I'm like positive catty and all, but realistically, there's a lot of work involved to get from that place, being at that consultant or executive consultant level, to presidential manager. So give yourself a little bit of time. So saying I'm going to sell $10,000 next month, totally possible, but are you setting yourself up for failure? You definitely don't want to do that unless you have, you know, a bajillion parties. You know, I'm probably not going to sell $10,000 next month. I'm okay with that. But just pick goals that are achievable. I feel like achievable and realistic kind of go hand in hand a little bit, but I don't want to steal Danielle's letter from her. So take it away, Danielle.
So there's always been a, for the R for SMART is relevant. Is this something that, you know, realistic or relevant for you? You know, again, is this something that while you are, why do you want to reach your goal? Is it, I want to be director because I just want those boots, or I just want that title, or I just want to say, hey, I got this and not you? Or do you want director because what it can do to change your life, change your family's life? You also got to realize that, you know, that's something that's relevant to what you or, you know, your family. Do you want to just have $400 a month because that's what's like in your paycheck because that's what's relevant to you? Or do you want $5,000 in your paycheck because, again, that's what's relevant to you because you can pay your house on it and you can pay your car payment? Or is it that $400 a month so you can just go spend willy-nilly and buy whatever you want and you don't feel guilty because you have that $400 extra at the goose egg or whatever, the nest egg? So the relevance is all, you know, what you make of it. And again, making sure it's realistic too in that relevance. You know, like Melina said, you can't be executive consultant and say you're going to be president director next month because there's probably a couple steps in between that you need to hit.
That is the truth. Okay, the last letter in SMART is T, and that just means that you're giving, I guess, you're adding some time I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying a lot of words. I'm just so thrown off because we were live.
Yes.
Place right now. You want your goals to be time bound. So everything on this goal bucket is meant to be achieved between now and the end of June of 2019. This $3,000 in 1 month goal is a 29, 30, 31 day goal depending on the month. And so, if your goal is to promote to manager, it's okay to give yourself a deadline. So if you are at executive consultant now, your goal is to get to manager, and you say, all right, December 31st, January 31st, February 2000, whatever day in February, whatever the last day of February. So it's okay to give yourself a deadline, because then you have you have a time frame to work with. And what we didn't say we were going to talk about is something important that I think people don't really allow themselves to do. And just know, if you set a goal to do something by a certain date and it doesn't happen, that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. You keep the same goal, you just change the time frame. So if you're working really hard towards manager and you don't get there, then push the goal back. Another 30, 60, 90 days. Evaluate what you think needs to happen to hit that goal, and then just push your deadline back. You don't change the goal, you just change the deadline.
Yay! So those are your SMART goals. Yay! For those of us, I'm going to just chime in really quickly, because for those of us wondering why is Lori live on 2 different pages and got 2 different notifications, we are live on my personal profile and we are live in the event page. However, I'm not going to end the personal profile one because I can download it and upload the whole thing to the July Jumpstart page. So don't worry, don't panic. Sorry, friends and family, but hey, you're getting some good information here. So it's all good, and it's just, you get to see our fun faces. So, and the other thing that I just wanted to jump in really quick is that if anybody just joining us has any questions, please be specific with your questions, and we're going to address as many as we can at the end of the actual training. So with that, we're going to pass the mic down over to Heather.
Hi, guys. So July is a big month. It's the beginning of our, easy calendar year, and there's a lot of stuff going on. You sometimes feel like, oh, well, should I work a lot this month? Should I really do much other than just my base sales, because we have a new catalog coming out and I really want my next month to be good? Well, you want both. I don't want to not have a paycheck this month. So I really try and amp up the things that I do this month, more so I think than I even would in August, because August seems so natural that everybody is intrigued in all the new things going on. So I guess some of the things that I like to do is, first, this month I kind of take a look at my stock. I look at how much catalogs, how many things I have available, and I like to take all of my catalogs, no matter how many I have, and make sure I get them distributed. You don't have to be fancy and put stickers on them and all kinds of stuff, but I do suggest writing something on it that tells, that obviously that has your information on it, and then something that says something along the lines of, this one's old, but if you want to see what's new, give me a call. And some people write it on the back of it with like a big Sharpie, just somewhere that's going to really stand out. Drop them off all over. We can upload lists of places that you guys can drop them off. I know we have a lot of new consultants as well, so that's probably something that would really come in handy in your local areas to do. That's my first step. That's the first thing that I would do. And then obviously some people have inventory. If you're new, you may not have inventory, but if you do have some and you want to move it, this is something that I also like to do. I like to set up on Facebook. I like to do like a semi-annual sale. So I just set up a group, call it my fantastic semi-annual sale, whatever fun name you want to name it. And these are all things you do in July. Remember, this is not once the new catalog is already out. I do try and take actual pictures of the inventory I have. If not, home office always provides you stock pictures, and you can always Google and find all of those things anyways. But I personally like to give a discount on those items in the group, just to entice more and to help move it along as well, so that I can get more new stuff, because who doesn't want new stuff in August? And bundle it if you can. I do like to do like a full bundle where you have your simmering light, your accent shade, your sprinkles, that sort of thing, all together. Sorry, gotta split my planner. I also like to do an end of season event. I kind of call it like a last call type thing. I mean, get crazy. Make up your whatever name you think your friends are gonna like or whatever. I just think that's fun for me. I make like my own pictures and all that kind of stuff. I'm reading your messages. So in the event, you can do it at home. You can do an online one as well, but that really does help you guys get those sales in July. And it doesn't have to be from your stock, but that way you help your SB and you can always maintain your title and have nice paychecks in July. I would also suggest doing a mystery host event if you can, because that does entice people as well to want to take part and order and kind of give you guys a bigger, better party, a big bang at the end of your catalog season. Those are my July tips. Now, once the catalog is out, once we do have a catalog switch, I definitely suggest hosting a fall/winter catalog launch party for yourself. Yes, you want to get parties booked, that sort of thing, with your customers, and you want to let them know that it's happening, but I definitely would start one yourself. And you can do a mystery host if you'd like to, but it's just so that you can get the new stuff out there and you can show everybody how excited you are and how awesome all our stuff is, because it just keeps getting better and better every year. Get the catalogs, the new ones, once you have them, get them in your customers' hands. You definitely want to make sure that they have that, because visuals are a lot better than just telling people we have new stuff. And samples of new stuff. That is a must. You can do silly fun things too. You can go on Pinterest and find all kinds of stuff for these type of launch parties. I like to do like a little survival kit. You can add really whatever you want to it, but it's, like if you pull up the thing, I'll put the PDF on. It's like a tissue, so that you don't drool all over the catalog, and just silly things like that you can add in. It's just kind of to make it fun if you're doing a home event or that sort of thing. And then you never want to forget about recruiting, because you do want to continue growing your team, your pay, your excitement. At least for me, that's how I feel. I mean, I have fun selling, but I love seeing other people really get the same enjoyment and the same benefits as I do out of being a consultant, whether it's just my discount or really, I talk with my hands a lot, I'm sorry. It's just a thing I do. I do something called, you do too, I do a taco night. You can do it online and you can do it at home too. It just really means totally awesome career opportunity night. You can even do a call if you really want to. It's just a shopportunity, which for those of you who don't know what a shopportunity is, it's kind of just like a 30-minute event where you really show who you are, what you do as a consultant, and just no pressure, that sort of thing. And you can even offer people who attend a discount, give them your consultant discount so they can kind of see the benefit of it, and just like as a little thank you, that sort of thing. Yeah, you can do those anywhere. Those can be done at coffee shops, restaurants, your house, just about anywhere. So those are the things that I like to do, but I'm sure everybody has their own little setup for it. But just in case we can help you guys, I hope you like those ideas.
Yay! Yes. I don't know if Melina or Danielle has any additional pointers that they have that they want to add to that. I think Heather kind of covered them all.
She got them all.
Yeah.
Missing parties, what I do.
Yep.
So she's good.
Yay. And for everybody watching as well, we have a fun little checklist that we're going to be uploading to the event, really on the event, not on my personal Facebook profile. We will have that uploaded here, and along with another thing that I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to close us out with a challenge, and also to cover being open for business. So we know how to set our SMART goals. We have some great ideas to kind of transition the calendars. I talk with my hands too. Maybe I should sit on them. But how do you know when you can work your business? Everybody should really have their own fun little planner. I know Danielle showed hers. Here's mine that my son actually started coloring for me. But setting your SMART goals also relies on your calendar. So it's really super important to know when you can work and when you can be open for business. So I always suggest like a month or two, really 30, 60, and 90 days out. You want to be able to plan your calendar and know when it is that you can be open and when you can be working. So when you're making your customer calls, when you're following up with previous hosts, when you're looking for new people to party from handing out all of your samples and all of those things, when is it that you can get their parties booked on your calendars? When is it that you'll have time to meet with your team? When is it that you're going to have time to maybe have a taco night, things like that? You really want to know what your calendar looks like. And you also want to make sure that you're adding in there all your family time, because I've done it before where you say, yeah, I can totally host a party on August 18th, but that's my birthday. I don't want to work on my birthday. So you want to make sure that you're planning for all of those other things: dentist appointments, doctor visits, soccer games, family barbecues, picnics, weddings, all of that other stuff. And then where does Pink Zebra fit in? You want to make sure that you're filling in your pockets with the Pink Zebra stuff, not letting it take over the rest of the calendar. Another good way to do that is to use theme days. This is another file that we're going to upload for you all. But you can theme days. I think Melina has on the file like Motivation Monday. That's when you motivate your team. That's when you reach out to, maybe you need to motivate yourself. Team Tuesday, is that when you do your team calls? Wednesday, I don't remember what Wednesday was. I don't remember.
To tell you.
You can. Whatever Wednesday is, or Thursday if you're planning your social media posts, if you're planning your parties. Is Saturday always party day? You just want to make sure that you know your calendar so that it can match to your SMART goals, because just like Melina and Danielle said, you don't want to go from consultant to presidential director overnight, but you also might not be able to achieve $3,000 in 1 month if you only have 2 party days. Sometimes those things all have to line up correctly, and you have to know that your calendar can line up correctly too. So it's really super important to make sure that you know your calendar. It took me a really long time to realize that because things get kind of put all over the place and you can only be in one place at one time. But it's so important to know when you can work and when you're open for business, because that's what really we have to do. If you take the time off or close your business, that means, like Heather said, you're not getting a paycheck. So that's important. That's really my tip for the evening. I think we are just about ready to close off training tonight, and we have a challenge for all of you that are joining us tonight. So if you would all please, you can either post here in the comments or leave a comment in the event. What is your goal for this year? What is one of your SMART goals? If you wanna show us your goal bucket, that would be really, really awesome. But share with us something that is on your goal bucket or on your vision board or something like that, or even just a goal that you've planned and thought about that maybe you even haven't put in writing yet. Put it in writing here, and let's all hold each other accountable. And then the second action item that we're gonna ask of you is, once the checklist is posted, to just pick one thing that you're going to give a shot and try this season to really jumpstart your July and get ready for our busy season and new catalog, new business, new everything, new incentive trip hopefully. And I can't wait. I hope to see everybody on the call here in Louisville. I say that like a Jersey girl, so I'm sorry, but in Louisville, I hope to see everyone's faces. So if anybody else has some closing remarks or wants to do a thank you, I think that's it for us tonight.
So, yeah, so, oh, sorry. Danielle, were you going to talk?
No, actually, Heather was starting to talk, but I wanted to say so.
Sorry. Heather, please.
No, I just wanted to say that I really love this type of training, that we all have connected. We work our businesses together and separately, and we have we don't benefit from each other, but this is what PC means to us. So we really hope that everybody that they appreciate their people as much and that they have enjoyed this.
Yeah.
And if you didn't enjoy it, don't tell us because we don't care. Just kidding.
Something I did just quickly think about, sorry, my mind always goes. If you haven't, make sure you write your friends list or your 100 names list or whatever it is in July. This is the best time to rewrite it. Look, guys, I use my planner for everything. It has all my people, all 100 people I'm gonna start calling and talking to. But you need to make that personal connection. That's the biggest thing I will tell everybody. When you're having a mystery host party, when you're having your garage sale or whatever you want to call it, when you're planning your relaunch party, your relaunch party, when you're planning, you need to have people that you're attracting, not just posting it on Facebook or, hey, who wants to buy, who wants to host. It's actually physically reaching out to those frank lists or that 100 names list, whatever you want to call it, because everyone has a different name for it, and actually reaching out to them saying, hey, I am, re-jumpstarting my business, or, it's a new catalog, or, hey, I'm having a mystery host party to end the catalog strong. Whatever it is, reach out to those people directly. Pick up the phone, call them, send them a voice message on Messenger, send them a text message, whatever it is. That is how you're going to get your customers. And that's how you're going to have a strong July and that awesome August. And you guys are going to just keep rolling through.
Those samples.
Yay! And blend bashes too. Blend bashes. Book those blend bashes.
Oh my gosh, that's the only way I'm having a home party is if I have a blend bash party now.
Yes. I'm just checking to see if there were any questions. Did I miss any? I'll see you in Louisville. Yay! Cannot wait for reunion.
I also like Louisville. Like you had
I say Louisville.
Louisville. It's like Louisville.
I see some great goals on here. 1 to 2 parties per month. Recruiting in 4 parties. Yay! You guys, put it in a bucket. Let's all share. Let's make a pact to share our goal buckets. Because I'm definitely going to make one. I'm excited to do that. So I can't wait to see everybody's goal buckets.
Yes, I will take a picture of my goal bucket. I had someone ask.
Okay, wonderful. I should probably check the other video to see if I have any questions over there, huh?
Yeah, and I thought there were some questions. I'm scrolling back through.
Okay.
There's some comments.
There were some comments.
Someone saying that they can't get anyone to join or host a party. So do you guys really quickly want to share, like, maybe your best booking tip or a sponsoring tip?
Definitely what Danielle was talking about is you just can't post about it. Yes, people look at posts, but we all know that people scroll very quickly through Facebook. And unless it's a GIF, most people don't really read too much into it. So you should definitely personally message people, send a silly Snapchat, talk to them on the phone. I mean, you really have to ask for it, and don't be afraid to challenge yourself to get no's, because you have to hear no's before you're going to get a yes. So always just expect a no, and then when you get a yes, it's pretty awesome.
I'll go over also with what Heather said as well. So yes, going through your list, actually doing it. One thing I always say to people when I do my booking calls, mainly my booking calls, is, hey, you know, I am restarting as a new catalog. I'm looking to, you know, restart my business. I just joined Pink Zebra. Whatever it is, put your little what it is, why you want to book parties here kind of deal, and then say, would you be interested in helping me out? And then, like, you asking them to help you, people have a tendency more to say, yeah, or I can't right now, but, you know, can I do it in 2 months? Like, they kind of feel more, not a bad person. They don't ask you to help. They don't help you. But there are people who ignore you. Trust me, I get plenty of ignores and everything. But if you ask them for that, hey, will you help me? That tends to open up a little bit more. Or one thing I was taught by my sponsor was to work down. So, and I think like a couple of people, like her sponsor, like it's been a rolling, but you know, first ask for the, hey, do you want to join my team? Then if not, hey, do you want to have a party? Okay, great. If you want to have a Facebook party, like you start with a home party and then you work to a Facebook party or whatever. Or if anything, hey, do you want to like community order? Like almost like you work your way down. Sorry guys, it's storming here, so I might lose you guys eventually. I don't know. But you work your way down, like from recruiting down to an order to, hey, can I at least add you to my VIP page? Like, just keep working your way through the process, and that helps, one, generate new customers or generate, you know, repeat customers or customer loyalty as well. And see, I talk with my hands lots together, as you can see.
That's cool, man. Cool.
Yeah, so real quick, something that's been helpful for me, like from a verbiage perspective, is inviting. So using the word inviting, like I'd like to invite you to come learn more or come check it out. That really, that I feel like takes a lot of pressure off the situation, because you're not like, hey, come to my party because I'm going to sell you something. It's, hey, you know, if you're brand new, hey, I'm having my launch party, you know, next Saturday. I'd love for you to come learn more. Or I'd love to invite you to come learn more. Come check it out. That verbiage has been super successful for me. And just the word inviting in general, like that's just a good verb in my life.
True story.
Yes. No, I agree. Even for groups, you don't want to just add people in there and
Yeah.
expect that people are going to buy just because they really want a connection. They want a relationship with you. They want to know about you as well. And then they're happy to support you.
And they feel special because they were invited. They feel special. I just saw one question. Yes, Beth, we will be able to view the whole thing. It just might upload in 2 different videos. Sorry.
Oops.
And, oh, Zarina, that's awesome. 2 blend dashes. Woohoo. And storming. It's storming all over the place.
Oh yeah, she says it's coming for me.
Yeah, it's coming your way.
Earlier.
That's awesome. Well, we hope that everybody got at least a nugget of information out of tonight's training. I'm so ready for July to be here and get started. I feel like we're 2 days in, but like it's just getting started because it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for reunion. I can't wait to find out where the incentive trip is, and I can't wait to see everybody's goal buckets. So that's it, and there's no more questions. We are gonna log off so we can get this uploaded for the replay. Thank you all so much for joining us. And Happy New Year! We didn't plan that one, but Happy New Year! And we will chat with you all. Maybe we'll do this again. Who knows? Keep your eye out. Thanks, everyone, for joining.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Good night.
And done.